Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? This is your boy Rod Thomas Jr. and this is the real news behind the news. Oh yeah, today is October 30th, 2019, and y'all give me a second. I'm gonna do a video, man. I've done this type of video on Facebook quite a bit. You know, how y'all doing? And I've been showing. I've been putting a lot of attention on the way black women have come along now to carry themselves. You'll notice that you can have a beautiful and intelligent black woman on social media putting out some good advice, some good information, but she might only get 1 or 2 likes. But then you let that same beautiful black woman get frustrated because she feels that nobody is listening to her on Facebook and she's only getting them 2 or 3 likes. Now she gotta do is put on a pair of tight shorts where all her private areas is showing to the public, is exposed to the public, and she get 1,000 likes. Now what is happening is that is leading to the over-sexualization of our females. Whereas now, every black woman who wants us as black men to call them queens are all on Facebook, Instagram, and other social media outlets really portraying themselves as whores. I'm gonna just keep the shit real. I mean, come on, ma'am. I mean, so what? You only get 2 or 3 likes and you spitting knowledge. Those 2 or 3 likes mean you've touched somebody's mind, their intellect, maybe their soul. But when you get up there with your ass all hanging out, you know that one position, that one pole where they always be on the wall and they got their ass sticking out, and I be like, the police, what, is that the police arresting y'all? Because they always got that one pole where they be on the wall doing this shit here with their ass stuck out. And I'm like, when did it become popular for our women to degrade themselves just for attention? I mean, you got people all over the internet, in everyday society, talking about the state of our black women, and I'm gonna be real, a lot of them, they're right, because our women have been neglected, degraded, and dehumanized throughout the years, especially during chattel slavery, that our women no longer really know or care about their value. You know, black women are the cradle of civilization. Why are y'all sitting out there, man, worshiping motherfucking the stripper culture and people like Cardi B and Beyonce? Now y'all black women, I'm gonna be real, y'all gotta also do a little bit better in picking y'all heroes, because I'm not knocking Beyonce and Cardi B, but these women are given to you to promote a stripper type culture. Literally. Look at the way they dressed. Look at the way they carry themselves. Listen to the fucking lyrics that they sing. These women are not trying to tell you, excuse me, to empower yourself through economics, through education, through self-improvement. They're not trying to challenge you all to empower yourself to be better mothers, to literally be the queens of our society. They're showing y'all how to have sex, how to rob motherfuckers, how to go out there and slang your ass on a pole. You know what I'm saying? These women and these images are given to you by a mainstream media that wants to hypersexualize our women, and our women not realizing that since you done had people like Beyonce, Cardi B, and all these other stripper type ass models, black women lead the nation as far as HIV cases. At what point do you women get back to being wholesome, nurturing mothers of our children, as opposed to whores that's doing anything for internet fame? And again, I'm not doing this video to put black women down. I just want to keep the focus on where it really should be. Us taking back our dignity and our pride. Because our women, I'm gonna show y'all some real game. Now, if you go back to the Willie Lynch letters, a lot of people say these letters were not true and they didn't really exist, but the principle, the indoctrination did exist. When he said that, he had a second letter, y'all might have heard the first letter where he said you gotta keep all the black people divided. But in the second letter, it was called the nigger marriage. And in this letter, it was said, what they would do, this is how they did it in slavery time. This is what they did. They took one of the biggest, strongest on that plantation at that time. They took him and they took the youngest little boy on that plantation. They took that big, strong, good, strong black man and they literally beat him to death. They took one of them slaves and took a loss financially, but they beat him to death in front of all the other slaves. Then they took that little boy and beat him within an inch of his life. And as he was laying there bleeding, they gave him back to his mother and told her, take care of him. Make sure that he understands. And what it was, them little boys would both understand. The mother then took her child in fear of his life and being protective of him. She took that little child and she raised him to be a strong physical worker, but to never challenge your oppressor. Never challenge your master, because we don't want him to kill you, son. So now come back fast forward in our time, you still see that indoctrination in effect on our people. Because again, here you are, you have a generation of black women who demand that we respect them as queen, but they carry themselves as whores. I mean, I'm gonna be real, man. If you on Facebook, man, when did it become popular for black women to get on Facebook and talk about how good they perform oral sex? When did it get popular on Facebook to talk about how moist your private area gets, women? When did that shit become cool? It has become cool with the invention of social media, because a lot of our women suffer from social stigmas. They suffer from, you know, various somewhat mental illnesses where they feel insignificant. So in order to get that attention, now you got them again out on the wall doing this shit with their ass out. Ma'am, I'm gonna be real. What makes your ass and your vagina so special? Don't you know there's what, almost 4 billion women, 3 billion women on the planet? What makes your ass more special than somebody else's? And if that's what you're using to get a relationship, guess what? When that man get that ass and he get tired of it, guess what? He finna move around. Use your mind, black women. Use your dignity. Use your heart to captivate a crowd. So what if you don't get but 3 likes on a Facebook post when you're speaking truth, knowledge, and something that's gonna uplift our people? I'd rather see you get them 3 likes and be respected, as opposed to putting yourself up here with your ass hanging all out and nobody's looking at you with any respect. Because I'm gonna be real, man, when I see that picture like that, I'm not looking at a queen. I'm looking at somebody that at 2:30 in the morning, I'm trying to go and fuck. I'm trying to go and hit, straight up. Carry yourself as a queen. People wouldn't have to have no, get back in the house, child. Come here, son, grab this dog. You carry yourself like a queen, people would treat you like that. People treat you how you carry yourself, straight up. Hey, y'all give me a minute, let me get this little boy, dinner fixed, maybe grilling some chicken today. But black women, you all are worth more than that. You all are queens, you all are the cradle of life. Carry yourself in that manner. Then Tupac said it best. You sit up here on Facebook talking about all this sexual bullshit, and then you wonder why niggas call you bitch. You wonder why niggas call you bitch. It's how you conduct and carry yourself. Because if you carried yourself like a woman and a queen, he would call you my sister, ma'am, or miss, or a beautiful black queen. But I'm gonna be real, if I see you up there, man, with your titty nipple hanging out, and you all in the bathroom, I'm gonna be one of them niggas trying to get you drunk and hit you in one of them clubs. I'm trying to knock you off in one of them clubs. If you carry yourself as a sexual miscreant, that's how people gonna treat you. Black women, you're worth more than that. Y'all be blessed.